Alright guys, this is my 1999 Jeep TJ Sport. So let's start from the front and work our way to the back. Only on the exterior, and then I'll go to the interior later. There's not much in the interior, but I'll show you guys anyway. Okay, so first thing that we hit is this trail stinger, Poison Spider trail stinger. This bumper is amazing. I've smashed it on some pretty big rocks. The full weight of the Jeep, the tire slipped off, and literally no dents, just paint missing right here and right here. We've got Cree LED pods, 6 LED lights in there. I did have a worn 9,000 pound winch. I still have it, but the bolts that hold it onto the mount or the bumper they're completely rusted off, and I tried to drill them out. They didn't come out. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna buy a cutting wheel because I just ran out. Probably gonna buy a cutting wheel and try to cut them out. I'm really hoping that doesn't ruin the winch, but as of right now it doesn't serve any purpose. It's literally useless right now because you can't put it on anything. So I'll see what I can do. Alright, going to the underside of the front, we've got a rough country differential guard. Thing is heavy. I honestly did not think it would be that heavy when I took it out of the box, but it is pretty heavy for what it looks like. It's completely steel. And I did break a bolt off right there when I was putting new fluid in the differential. It's the stock Dana 30 open differential, nothing fancy in there. I've never broken an axle shaft. I haven't had problems with anything. I beat this thing to pieces sometimes. Just take it out and run anything and everything over. When I bought this Jeep, it did have a broken drag link. The ball joint was completely broken. So it still rode okay. I don't remember exactly what was wrong with the ball joint, but it rode okay. But when you jack the Jeep up, you could literally just move the passenger side tire left and right, and everybody knows that that is not good. So we replaced the drag link with just a stock replacement. It's nothing fancy. I'm trying to get my hands on upgraded steering. I'm not gonna do anything crazy like reaming the knuckles out, because I'm probably gonna ditch this axle this summer anyway. Go to a Dana 60 from a Ford or something, maybe a Dodge axle, I don't know. Alright, so the tires are Mickey Thompson Baja MTZ radials, 33 inches, 33 by 12.5 by 15s. We have Pacer rims. They're 15 by 10, 0 offsets, so they make the tires stick out pretty far. I haven't gotten a ticket for it yet. Haven't even been pulled over for it yet. Knock on wood, but hopefully that doesn't happen. I'm really trying to save for either metal cloaks with 6-inch flares or Gen Right 4-inch high lines. So hopefully I can get some of those pretty quick. Alright, let's move to the side. This is the 4-liter straight six, so it's definitely not the baby engine. It's good old strong straight six. So I've got a ProComp 4-inch chromoly series lift. It's the ProComp coils and everything, but I put Bilstein 5100 series shocks on it because when I bought the Jeep, it did have this lift on it, and the shocks, all 4 of them, were completely blown out. I've got a Tom Woods custom front drive shaft. When I bought it, the front drive shaft was actually fine, but after a few months of driving it, this joint in the CV, it went completely out and it was rattling everywhere when I was going down the road. Could not take it anymore. It was just annoying. So let's move to the back. Same control arms as the front, you know, Pro Comp chromoly. Same shocks, Bilstein 5100 shocks. This tire carrier, I have not looked it up. I haven't even looked for it yet. It's pretty good. The only thing I don't like about it is this rattles back and forth. And it doesn't annoy me or anything. It actually makes no sound at all when I'm driving. It just kind of scares me that it rattles, so maybe I can take this off and take the back seat out and mount this spare tire in the back seat somewhere. Alright, let's go under. Originally, TJ's came with a C-clip Dana 35. Well, for some odd reason, I got lucky and ended up with a Jeep with a Dana 44 axle under here. I don't know how or where they got this thing. I'm pretty sure this is older YJ rear axle, if they even made a Dana 44. I looked the number up on the differential cover, and it does say that those relate to a YJ, and it has limited slip in it. I just redid the fluid and checked everything out. Everything's good. With the gear ratio is 373 with a straight 6 and 33-inch tires. It's not too powerless. It does need to be probably re-geared to 427 or 456. I might go 456 so I don't have to do it in the future, or maybe I just won't do it at all since I'm ditching the front axle. I'll probably ditch the rear one too, but maybe I can give that to one of my buddies. Alright, moving to the interior. So this is the 5-speed manual. It's got 161,000 miles on it. Boss audio head unit. I changed these out to billet climate control knobs. Actually, the power one was completely snapped off in there, and it just, that's how we bought it. So we did actually have to buy the one like that, so we just said, you know what, heck with it, we'll buy the good one. There's really not much in here. I haven't really done anything. I do have two 10-inch subwoofers back here. Can't really see them, but it's Sony Explode subs and Sony Explode amp. It's only 250 watts, so it doesn't thump too hard, but with the hardtop on, it definitely thumps. I have a Smittybilt cargo net for right now, since the weather's in the 70s, probably low 70s, high 60s. I do have 2 more Cree LED pods up here, and I haven't been pulled over for those yet. Just like the tires, I've actually never been pulled over, knock on wood, but those things are pretty bright. I'll show you them right now. I put the button right there, right next to the ignition. I mean, for 4 little pods, they're pretty bright. Maybe I'll get some type of light bar pretty soon. Probably not a super expensive one since I'm still in high school, but I'm getting a full-time job over summer, so hopefully I'll have a little bit of money to put a couple extra parts on here. Like I said, probably the next thing I'm gonna buy is metal cloaks or Genrite Highline fenders. I cut the rear fenders because if you look at the front one over here, see how it kind of bows out right there? That's because the bump stops are not properly adjusted, and the tire rubs in here every time. So I had the same problem in the rear, so I figured, well, if I cut the rear, I'll get more up travel, kind of, and I won't have to worry about ripping those things to pieces. It's got a MagnaFlow exhaust. I don't know if you can see that. I'll show you a little bit of the engine compartment real quick. Engine compartment is completely stock. There's nothing in it. It's just a 4-liter straight 6. It is very dirty. I went mudding and did not wash or do anything to clean this out. Everything's stock. Other than the battery, I mean, you can't really say that's upgraded because it is a battery, but it's an Optima red top. Alright, let's get a little startup clip for you. Sorry about that. Alright, I'm going to leave this back here. Sorry about that, I left the keys in the garage. Alright, there's that. So, I will be posting install videos on the fenders when I get them. I'm probably going to get some truck light headlights here in a little bit. So I'll do an install video on those, and a 50-inch light bar is on my list. So, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll be with you shortly with some install videos.